All right. So we're gonna start off with Katisha. How you doing?
Hi,
Why you being dry today?
I'm sick.
Okay. All right. So what's been going on since you've been sick?
Stalling, really.
Okay.
Not doing well. I don't know.
Okay. Now, kind of like the conversation that we had yesterday. Do you have any idea as to why you're stalling, or you have no idea whatsoever?
I don't know what's going on. Um, I don't know. I can just maybe it's the stress, so maybe my cortisol. So I don't. You know what? Matter of fact, let me say this. Because I'm sick, I haven't walked. I've been home and the sleep. So remember, you talked about the tricycle. The diet is going okay. It's the sleep aspect, and I'm not walking.
And they go hand in hand, right?
Right.
So what she's referring to, ladies, is fat loss. Keyword: fat loss, not weight loss. Is a tricycle. It has three wheels. The most important wheel, which is in the front, that's nutrition. The two back wheels is working out and sleep. So now, in Katisha's case, Katisha, did you get 8 hours of sleep last night?
No,
Okay.
no,
So that's one wheel that's deflated or popped. Did you go for a walk or workout at all yesterday?
no.
That's two wheels that popped. Even if Katisha was going as fast as possible, or as hard as possible, how far is this tricycle gonna go? It ain't gonna go anywhere. Okay? So if you are not moving your body as much, like me, once again, I tore my whole tendon in my knee. I cannot move as much as I am. I have not been to the gym in over a month now. But now I gotta be more dialed in with my diet. Okay, and now I most definitely got to prioritize sleep, not because it's going to lower my inflammation, which means now my knee's not going to hurt as much, but now my body's going to rejuvenate itself and basically heal this injury faster if I get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night, opposed to someone that's only getting 6 hours of sleep. Okay, now once again, when some of y'all are sick, of course y'all don't feel like moving your body, and I'm not trying to force y'all to do that, right? But one thing I'm also going to let you know is when you are getting more vitamin D that you get it from that sunlight, that's going to naturally lower the inflammation in your body, lower the glucose levels in your body, which means there's less inflammation, and it's going to lower your overall stress because now your body's going to produce a little bit more endorphins. And because you're moving your body a little bit more, you're going to notice that you're a little bit more sleepier later at night, which means you're going to get a better quality sleep, even if you don't get a long duration of sleep. Okay? So because she is sick, this is my usual protocol. If somebody's sick, I want you to make sure that you're incorporating a little bit more vitamin C. We all heard that vitamin C is good for you, but when I say vitamin C, what's the very first thing we all naturally thought about?
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
But here's the funny thing about what Cassandra just said. If you paid attention to the label of orange juice, because it got so much sugar in it, you're literally mitigating all the vitamin C that you're getting from it. People don't even know that. So you're literally drinking orange juice for no reason. It don't even got a speck of the amount of vitamin C that it has in it in a natural orange that you got that's basically tampered with. Less manipulated, less processed. Okay? So oranges are good, but guess what? Kiwis are great if you're sick. Okay? So when y'all are sick, or let's say, because a lot of my clients, they are moms, if you have a child that is sick inside your house and you want them to make sure to get over the sickness as fast as possible, then what you want to do is incorporate a little bit more golden kiwis. Okay? So y'all probably see them in the store here and there. Sometimes it's seasonal. But golden kiwis got a little bit, even more vitamin C in it than a regular kiwi. A regular kiwi got more vitamin C in it than oranges. People don't know that. Okay? But y'all also know what has a lot of vitamin C in it? Foods with the most vitamin C. Y'all gonna laugh. Guess what? It's gonna be these leafy green vegetables that I've been telling y'all to eat this whole entire time. So, once again, it's gonna be your broccolis, your Brussels sprouts, your peppers, cauliflower, a little bit of strawberries, things like that. Kale. Okay, so if you're trying to get over sickness as fast as possible, I tell my clients to make sure you incorporate a little bit more berries. Blackberries, to be specific, is a little bit better. You're also gonna get that fiber in. Raspberries and blueberries. Blueberries is the most healthiest berry. It's not the best berry if your goal is to see the scale drop, though. Just got a little bit more sugar in it. That's why that is the sweetest type of berry. Okay, but more berries. Have about 1 to 2 golden kiwis every single day. Okay, and also what you want to do is make sure you get your body's enough vitamin A and vitamin D. Vitamin A in your body is kind of like the pencil for your body, right? But if you don't got nothing to write nothing down with, it doesn't matter. You just got a pencil, you're writing in the air. But I don't see what you're saying. Vitamin D is kind of like the Wi-Fi for your computer, or better yet, in this statement, like the notebook. So if I now write down what I want the teacher to do, now she's gonna be able to read it and refer back to it. So vitamin D connects your whole entire immune system to everything. So now your brain and your body knows, okay, do we need to send out the T cells? Do we got to send out the B cells? Little things like that. All right. So y'all need vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin C as your main source of foods, or these type of foods, for you to get over the sickness faster. And that's why I tell some of y'all when y'all sick that one of the best things y'all can have as well is Kettle and Fire. It don't gotta be the specific brand. It's just the best brand and more ubiquitous. Bone broth. Bone broth got A, D, E, and K, everything inside of it. So if you're trying to get over sickness, you should have at least one of these. If not every single day, at least half of one of these a day. And then space it out and have at least a half, or if you can't afford it, a full container of this every single day. I guarantee you, you're gonna get over the sickness sooner than you think. Okay? Now, one thing y'all gotta pay attention to when y'all sick, y'all gotta be mindful of your sugar consumption. So when we're all sick, the very first food, especially if you grew up in a black household, we initially think about is having what?
Chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup. The chicken is good. Nobody's arguing that. The carrots are decent. Carrots got a good bit of vitamin A in it, right? The noodles, you're playing yourself. The best part of a chicken noodle soup is actually the carrots and the little, the celery, the chives, and some of the potatoes that got in it. Believe it or not, potatoes got a good amount of vitamin C in it as well. But if you have the wrong type of broth and the noodles, you're playing yourself when it comes to this. Okay? So just be mindful of the noodles in your chicken noodle soup, and y'all already know that if you want to have noodles inside your soup, get the protein-based noodles such as Pete's pasta, Lulu pasta, Kaizen, things like that. All right? So the less carbs that's coming from processed refined wheat is better if you're sick. Now, Katisha, tell me everything that you ate and drank yesterday.
Oh, my leftover Haitian food.
Plantains, right?
No, I didn't really eat the plantains. I ate the pork, the turkey, the chicken, and the pickles.
Okay. So basically nothing but essentially protein yesterday.
And today too.
Okay. All right. So now when you decided to start eating today, were you actually hungry, or you just telling yourself it's my window, I need to eat something, so I'm just going to eat?
No, I was hungry because I didn't eat until 3 o'clock.
Okay.
4 o'clock.
Which is fine. All right. So now another thing I want y'all to take into consideration is, who here has ever grew up with a pet, like a cat, dog, etc.? All right. So Kamaya, every single time your dog got sick, did your dog eat?
No.
And never ate? Why?
I don't know, actually. But I guess it kind of makes sense now from a fasting perspective.
Because all mammals naturally know, innately, if my body is fighting off a pathogen, a bacteria, an endotoxin, something of that nature, and the fastest way to get rid of it is not eating. Because 80% of your immune system is hosted around your gut. The majority of the reasons why we get sick, it comes from the food that we ingest. So if I choose not to eat nothing, now I can allow my immune system to go all the way 100%. Because the thing that requires your body the most amount of energy to do is digesting food. Okay? So ultimately your body's always in a, once again, a healing state or is in a breakdown state. Just like it's either burning fat or it's burning sugar or glucose. So if I do not eat, my body can repair itself faster. So even like my patella tendon injury, if I decided to fast a little bit more, now it wouldn't be smart for me to keep doing a 3-day fast, 4-day fast, because ultimately I need to still give my body the nutrients and the protein that it needs to heal this tendon and to recreate this tendon. But if I choose to fast, I can actually expedite what we got going on, especially if I'm dealing with some form of sickness. Okay? So that's why if we just so happen to be living in Europe, believe it or not, instead of you doing a round of chemo and that's the very first thing they point to, they're going to say, I want you to fast as long as possible. And then when you have to eat, we'll feed you. And that's why people over there usually beat cancer 60% more than people in America. We believe in basically nuking the place. We're just going to blow everything up. Opposed to our bodies allowing itself to heal itself. Simple as that. Okay? So everything in America is about capitalism, is about money. So if I can make money off you from suppressing your symptoms versus you relieving your symptoms, I'm going to do that. And that's why pharmaceuticals is $1 billion corporation. Okay? All right. So get well soon, Katisha. Thank you for allowing me to use you as an example. But get some sleep. You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And try to get some vitamin D.
Okay.
All right? Take your liver oil, even though you hate that. I know you hate that.
What?
Take your Carson's cod liver oil. The one that you hate. Yeah, that one. That'll help you out. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, speaking of the devil, Kamaya, how you been?
I'm good. I'm back on it. I'm still losing.
Still losing?
I feel good.
Okay.
I'm back on it. I'm taking care of myself better.
So, how was your single day mile?
It sucked because I was on a road trip back from. I went home to graduation, so I just drove all day back home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, no margaritas yesterday?
No.
Okay. All right.
I wish. Ooh, I really wish.
Okay. So, for the past couple of days, you don't got to say your weight, but how many pounds did you lose? Let's say since Friday, because I think that's the last time we spoke.
Like 2.
Okay, so that's good. Okay, so you're on track to lose essentially, once again, 4 pounds this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Kamaya, since you've been hitting that snag a week and a half ago, now I can literally say for the past week and some change, you've been on a roll. What's been working for you again?
Keeping it simple. Not doing nothing different. Like, I'm really just sticking to red meat, beef as my first meal, and fish. Really, I've been on a burger and a fish kick, so it's really just been seafood as my second meal. So that'd be salmon, or mackerel, tuna, whatever. And that's all I've been doing.
Okay,
That's literally it.
Okay, so one thing Kamaya learned is if I kind of make it simple, but I also make it sustainable for my lifestyle, it's easier for me to adhere to, and 1 + 1 will always equal 2, right? So a lot of my clients, and one time Kamaya experienced this herself, she was so focused on seeing the scale drop, so she naturally started eating less. And when she started eating less, she realized she started to stall, which means the scale's not dropping, more, even though she's losing fat, because she had color on the stick. But once again, a lot of women, y'all want the reassurance that not only I'm losing fat, but I'm seeing it on the scale as well. So if you're not eating enough, ladies, what's going to happen is your fat cells want to naturally keep its size. Just like y'all always want to have a certain number in your bank account. Once you start seeing that number in the bank account go a little bit lower than what you want, then you start hustling a little bit more. Now you might even think about doing Uber Eats. You never did Uber Eats in your entire life. Now you start thinking of, I might have to do DoorDash. I got to pick up an extra shift, etc. We all do the exact same thing. We all got our own different ways to make extra money, right? So when your fat cells is losing its fat that's maintaining its size, it's going to say, okay, maybe Kamaya is tripping. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill this fat cell up and replace the fat with water so we can maintain our size. That's why some of y'all might experience 2 to 3 days, Trey, the scale didn't drop, and then magically, like Kamaya did last week, the scale magically lost 3 pounds. The very next day, she wasn't losing weight for a whole 4 to 5 days and magically lost 3 pounds that next day. Is it because her body hates her? Is it because it's a magical fairy that's in control of our weight loss journey? No. She was stressed. She is a woman and a young woman. And sometimes y'all are a little bit more in tune with your hormones than men. So if y'all stressed, y'all going to see it on the scale. For men, we don't really have to worry about that because we don't got as much estrogen as y'all. And naturally, estrogen wants to make your body retain a little bit more water. It's really that simple. Okay?
Now, I got a question. Like, even though I've been losing consistently, my stick has been lighter than before.
Mm-hmm. So, even though you're losing, so one thing I always want you to remember, if your scale is dropping and the stick is getting lighter, don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
If the scale stalls and your stick get lighter, there's a reason why. Okay? So now, in your particular case, what I will say is just be mindful of the man-made foods, if you have any. So we're going to go over that after I break this down, right? But usually, if your stick color is getting lighter, that means 2 things. A, your body's getting more efficient with using fat. And if that's the case, that means it's not wasting fat as much. So when y'all stick color is purple, that means your body's literally just peeing out fat. That's what that means. Okay? Because majority of the fat that we burn from our bodies, y'all think that it just magically goes away. Either you breathe it out, oxidation, or you literally pee it out or sweat it out. That's how your fat is being released from your body. Okay? Mm-hmm. So Kamaya, in her case, if she's seeing the stick color get lighter and the scale is dropping, here's the 2 questions I'm asking Kamaya. Did you work out yesterday?
No, I drove all day.
Also, what time did you go to sleep last night?
Early? I don't even know. It was early for me, like 11.
Early for you is 11? Well, that's pretty decent, but 11, and then did you stay asleep the whole entire time or not?
No, but I got my 8 hours. I had to wake up throughout the night for the baby. You know?
Exactly. That is going to be the main reason why your stick color is never going to be all the way purple. On average. It's because you're getting broken sleep and that's stressing your body out. So you're still doing enough to see the scale drop, but that's why your stick color is not purple. But I already knew that. That's why I made you say it out loud.
No. That makes sense now. Yeah, I haven't gotten a 4 hours sleep, so I don't know. It'll probably be another 3 months till that happens.
Yeah.
When she turns 6 months.
So if one day you went on a girls' trip and you actually acted right that night somewhat, your husband got the kids, and you peed on the stick the very next day, I will guarantee your stick will be purple. Based off your food choices and how consistent you are.
It's been purple before. That's why I was like, this past week, though, it's just been getting lighter. But I've been losing every day, so I don't...
Right. So in the grand scheme of things, it don't matter. But you know what? Just because you brought it up, tell me everything that you ate and drank yesterday.
A burger. I had an iced coffee. It's like a keto iced coffee. It was so good. I had
Where you get a keto iced coffee from?
Starbucks.
How was the keto?
It was they have like a whole Instagram and it was like perfect. Like you get like a splat half and half or whatever. That's like barely any carbs. You get the sugar free with some stevia. It was busting. I lost a pound. Okay. So it messed with me at all. I didn't get no syrup and all that other stuff. Just regular coffee. And then I had Quest chips and then had my tuna.
So was there anything wrong with what you ate yesterday?
No.
Not at all. Okay? So sometimes y'all also might realize too, especially for somebody like Kamaya who is a mom, right? She's breastfeeding as well, which means she always got to be attentive to her baby. If Kamaya decided to pee at the steak on her regular time that she wakes up, let's say that happens to be 6:30, 7 o'clock. But then before she eats, maybe around 10 o'clock-ish, when she got her day situated, she's a little bit more settled, a little bit more stable, Everybody's doing their own little thing. Less stress. She put on the stick again. Her stick will be dark. See, I already know that, but that's why I just tell y'all to peel on the stick once because that will give us a good indicator on what you ate yesterday. What we see is what we get, but there's so many other aspects and variables that could cause your stick color to get a little bit lighter, such as sleep or broken sleep. So once again, the scale's dropping and the stick color's getting lighter. Do not worry about that. Only worry about that if the stick color is getting lighter and you're stalling.
Okay.
All right. All right. So other than that, good job, Kamai. Keep doing your thing.
Thanks.
All right. Cassandra, how you doing?
I'm struggling.
Okay. Yeah, you already know I was gonna talk to you, so everybody else can hear what you got going on. So what's
I
going on?
am struggling. For one, my mouth is just. So I had dental surgery to get an implant, and it's just hard to eat. I got to take a lot of antibiotics and pain meds. So first, I had a mini crash out just because of the fact that I'm like I can't take antibiotics on an empty stomach, especially not 3 times a day. So that's off the wake up. I have to eat something. And at first, my thought was to drink a little bit of a protein shake. Maybe that's something. That didn't go well. It made my stomach hurt really bad. Yesterday, I tried some yogurt. I just think I'm just stressed. So like I went from losing steadily or just a few ounces here and there, to accumulate for the week to now in the matter of like 3 days, I'm up 3 pounds. And not even eating because I can, today I feel better. Like every day I can tell like gradually, I'm feeling a little better, but it's like, how am I gaining 3 pounds of even water? I feel like I'm not even drinking a lot. Um, so yeah, that was the struggle.
Okay.
Mouth pain, medication, all this, and it's PMS. So it's like
Okay.
lots of factors.
So Cassandra, first things first. You notice how you said, "How am I gaining weight even though I'm not eating and I'm not drinking a lot of water?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
That just proved my point right there. That's how potent cortisol, which is your stress hormone, is. So even when you're not eating, if your body's stressed out, it's going to release insulin. What also is released with insulin is aldosterone. You know what aldosterone does? Retains sodium in your body. Guess what happens what Cassandra does if you choose not to eat?
If I choose not to eat at all,
If you basically don't eat, like what you're doing.
I mean, I'm eating. It's just not a lot.
Oh, which means you're not eating. Hey Trey, I need $100. Okay, Cassandra, I got you, and I send you $5. What just happened?
Still didn't give me what I
So
needed.
what you would send me that $5 back? I don't need your money, bro. I'll ask somebody else.
It ain't gonna work.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what you're doing to your body. So if your body's not receiving enough sodium or electrolytes, it's saying, hey, obviously Cassandra's not going to give us what we need today, so we're going to reabsorb the sodium. Water weight. So once again, that's why women tend to see more fluctuations on the scale. Because even like Cassandra, she's telling herself, I'm not eating a lot. How in the hell the scale is going up? So she chooses to naturally want to eat less. Because she's stressed about it. Okay? So Cassandra, tell us everything that you ate and drank yesterday. Just so we have an idea of how your day's going since you had the piano keys veneers.
So I'm getting one implant.
You know I'm messing with you.
What did I eat yesterday? So yesterday I had 2 spoonfuls. I had 2 spoonfuls of cherry yogurt every time I had to take antibiotic. Um, I had the yogurt. I had a couple of pieces of tilapia. I just like pan seared it and like mashed it up because it was soft. Um, what else did I have yesterday? Oh, yesterday I also had some lamb, like just chopped up from a halal spot near me. I just got some. I was like, all right, maybe if I, actually that was supposed to be my meal one. So I had a couple of pieces of cucumber, a couple of pieces of the lamb, and that was it.
Okay. What time did you get in bed last night? What time you started nodding off last night? What time did you wake up?
I was babysitting actually, so and babysitting a newborn. So I was in and out of sleep every 2.5 hours.
So why, Cassandra,
Literally.
you think the scale went up today?
It's crazy because I guess accustomed to like operating in that type of dysfunction that I didn't feel. I even now I don't feel like, oh, I was up all night, I'm tired, or it just felt like normal. I didn't think that was a stressful event.
So the fact that you are having broken sleep, and if you paid attention to the adjective that you used, every single time you described what you had to eat yesterday, you said a few and a couple. A few
I'd rather not chew.
and a couple, which is fine. So that's why also, if I'm not mistaken, I did text you and I said, what do I want you to start drinking?
What what did you tell me to start drinking? My protein shake at night. I know I asked about the protein shake, but it was a fail. Let me see.
Okay, so I said the best time for you to have a protein shake is when?
After I had something. So
Right?
like after
So
I already
after a
ate.
meal,
Mm-hmm.
right? So ladies, you should never start off your day with a protein shake. Once again, we was all taught, or y'all was taught, especially with a trainer, oh, you gotta drink protein within the first hour of you working out. That's a myth. The reason why they tell you that is because the average trainer knows the average woman doesn't eat a lot of protein. They don't like that. So just so you can have a head start, drink this protein shake. But you're not gonna build muscle faster doing that. If you decide to have a meal first, then maybe an hour after the meal or even 2 hours after the meal, you have a protein shake, your body's gonna be able to produce a little bit more muscle than you having it first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So it's about the total protein that you eat in a day that's gonna help you build muscle. Now you have the timing of you having the protein per se. Okay? But now, Cassandra, so I didn't say anything about kettle and fire, the bone broth?
No, but I do have I buy that. I actually drink bone broth also.
Yeah, so that'll be a great thing to incorporate while you're sick, so you can kind of get in more calories. And once again, y'all, I'm not telling her to drink bone broth straight like a crazy person,
I mean, I
cause
do in a teacup
and that's
with some
nasty.
seasoning.
And you
I
should love
do
yourself
black
more, queen.
pepper. It's
Okay,
good.
what I would tell her to do, or what I used to do, because once again, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm ghetto, but this is how I think. I was like, okay, maybe I get some bone and broth kettle and fire, right? I'm gonna use this as my base or my broth. But guess what? Once again, just so you can have an idea, the reason why I want y'all to use something like this as your broth is because if you look at the nutrition facts, now just in this box alone, which people usually make the whole box, there's only 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of carb, 0 grams of fat, 19 grams of protein. Right there. Right? So even though it don't feel like a lot, you're getting 19 grams of protein if you use this whole entire thing. Right? But then what I like to do is I like to use sea tangle kelp noodles. I will get some of these. Now, you can get this from particular places, but in Houston, they used to have this all the time in HEB. But these are kelp noodles. So these are like the glass noodles that y'all be seeing at the Korean barbecue spots. And they literally taste the exact same way. Okay? For some places, something that's a little bit more ubiquitous is going to be the konjac noodles. So if you get something like this. Okay? And a good brand of this is Taste of Asia. So if you ever want noodles, Taste of Asia is a pretty good brand. And you already know about the peace pasta, little things like that. But yeah, get something like this right here. Okay? So I would use the bone broth as my base. I would use this organic corn jack noodles or the sea kelp noodles. And then honestly, I season it with the same brand of ramen that we usually get. So the 99-cent ramen noodles, I'll just literally take that packet. Yes, it's going to have a lot of sodium in it, but it's not that deep. That sodium is not going to be the main reason why it's bad. It's going to be the added things such as the extra carbs that's coming with your food. So I usually take the packet from this. It's only 50 cents. So I'm literally paying 59 cents for the packet. I'm throwing the noodles away. And now I got noodles. But now it's protein-based noodles. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So just to give you an idea, especially when you're either sick, kind of like what Katisha is experiencing, or you have to eat foods that are soft if you got dental surgery. So I just had my wisdom teeth removed just last year, actually thinking about it. And I had to eat basically eggs and salmon for a couple of days. It's easy to digest. Okay? Have a little bit more yogurt. Have things that are soft, but you don't want things that are like crunchy, like chips, and something that's hard to chew, like beef. Something that easily breaks down. All right. So more berries, more kiwis, more bone broth. Once again, eggs and salmon. Lamb is pretty good, especially if it's halal. Things like that.
Yeah, eggs would be so easy, but I'm allergic.
Okay, right. So, and also one thing I'm also remind you too, because I know you're taking antibiotics for the to kind of get rid of the infection or whatever, or to make sure you don't get infected.
Yeah.
But if you even had to, they say you're not supposed to take antibiotics on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Are you pairing the antibiotics with like
Yogurt,
ibuprofen or Tylenol or something like that? Did it give you
Tylenol, codeine. I only do the Tylenol at night.
Okay, so that's why they're telling you to take the whatchamacallit. Have it with food.
Yeah.
You can take antibiotics on
They
an empty
take it
stomach.
with food, but they want me to take it 3 times a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So yeah, so just space it out. Just have something a little bit light, and you should be fine. Okay.
Yep. Hopefully I'm on the mend and everything will be back to normal.
Yeah. So I mean, you probably just got to write this week out. Don't worry about the weight. You already know it's stress. Okay. Worry about the little things. So if you even can, if you have the ability to, or you got the strength to, go for a walk. Because every single time is when your stick color is purple, or better yet pink, and y'all going for a walk, you're literally a fat burning machine. And that's why
my stick is still colored.
That's my point. So anytime your stick color is purple or colored, and the scale's going up, it's water weight. You are still losing fat. You're just forcing your body to retain water. Especially when you're on, steroids, medications, things like that. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
So you good. Of course, that's what I'm here for. Makiba, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good?
Yep.
How's your Cinco de Mayo?
It was fine. I don't celebrate it, but it was fine.
Okay, all right, we're moving on up. I see majority of y'all don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Okay, that's cool, that's cool.
So no margaritas and no tacos.
Okay, all right. So this morning, did the scale drop or no?
No, it stayed the same.
Do you know why Makiba or no? Makiba's my favorite heart rate decline, y'all, so give her some grace.
1, I went to bed late. 11:15. 2, I don't think I ate enough yesterday.
Okay. Tell us everything that you ate and drank yesterday.
Yesterday I had, well, maybe I did. I don't know. First part of the day I had a steak, but it was a thin steak, thin ribeye, with broccoli, some cottage cheese and blackberries. And then for dinner I ended up having like ground turkey, which is like one of my go-to, ground turkey with like the dole salad, that the dole salad with the lettuce, carrots, and whatever. And that was it.
Okay. So if you could replay yesterday and go back in time, what would you do different?
I definitely would have added a snack in between.
Of course. Right? And 2, even when you described the steak, you said it was a what steak?
Ribeye, but it was thin.
So you notice how you keep describing ribeye as thin when that's kind of like an oxymoron, because ribeyes are never thin. So how did you have a thin ribeye?
Because it's thin. It was like cut really thin.
Okay. So is it safe to say, is there a lot of calories in a thin ribeye?
I mean, I'm sure it's still some calories.
I mean, of course it's going to have a calorie in it, but do you think it's going to be enough calories, Makiba?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. So when you even purchased this thin ribeye, did you get it from an outside source, or you had it inside like your deep freezer or something?
No, I purchased it that way. But again, I'm slowly, gradually, I have to build myself up to steak.
Okay.
So
Who told
I
you to
didn't
start
want to
eating steak?
try a big, because otherwise I'm not going to get enough calories or protein if I don't
If you done what?
eat some sort of red meat.
Right, especially if you're not snacking.
Right.
Okay? So you got to do either or. Once again, I am the type of person, just so you have an idea, as a grown man, and my girl basically laughs about it every single time. I only really have to eat one meal a day. If you allow me to eat whatever I want one time that day, I'll be good for the rest of the day. That's how my natural appetite is. Then I start realizing I've been hitting more snacks, my weight be fluctuation, I'm not losing weight. So then when I start incorporating some of the protein cereal, which has not worked to me because I grew up loving cereal, now I'm having that every single night as my second meal. I'm having two full bowls with the protein based cereal, and the scale's dropping every single day because now I'm giving my body enough calories and enough protein. And it's easy to digest and it don't got a lot of carbs and sugar in it. Okay? So that's why I want y'all to, some of y'all, find the snacks that y'all enjoy, but the ones that you can still kind of like keep a lid on. It's not like in your house and then you already know it's in your house and now you're going crazy. Like every single time my girl buys some fruit snacks, I'm crushing it. Question is how many fruit snacks I'm eating that day. I know myself. Every single time we buy some popcorn, I'm crushing it. Question is it gone in 2 days or 1 day? That's why I'm buying popcorn. But I can pass my cereal box 5 to 6 different times because it's not Lucky Charms or Honey Nut Cheerios. And I can literally say, okay, today I'm going to decide to have some cereal because I can, based off how I feel, I know I'm not going to be able to eat enough today because I'm still full from earlier. But I view already cereal as a snack. So it's not hard for me to eat 2 bowls of cereal. So somebody like Makiba, you gotta either have a bigger first meal, which is the only reason why we're trying to make you eat red meat. If you said, hey Trey, I'm able to go to Bonefish right now, or go to Whole Foods and get the family pack and get the salmon and shrimp as my first meal, nobody would say something. But because Makiba is somebody who is high status, somebody who makes a good amount of money, and she don't got a whole lot of time on her hands, she pick up things that are convenient. That's what we're trying to fix. She makes choice off convenience because she always got hustling, bustling, and she's glued to the laptop. Compared to her prioritizing herself 30 minutes out the day of her work day, I'm gonna eat this meal because I enjoy it. I'm not gonna respond to no texts and no emails in this 30 minutes. That's why she started laughing, y'all. All right. So, good idea, Makiba. But once again, even if a double cheeseburger, the reason why I tell double cheeseburger for y'all, because some of y'all act like, Trey, if I sit down and eat for 10 minutes, I'm going to get fired. Some of y'all really act like that based on our conversations. It don't take nobody on earth more than 10 minutes to finish a double cheeseburger. But guess what? That thin steak that she was talking about, that double cheeseburger almost got the exact same amount of calories, if not a little bit more, than an 8-ounce steak. A whole entire steak, not a thin one, a whole entire 8-ounce steak. So that's why I tell y'all, okay, start off your day with some red meat, double cheeseburger, because it's quick, it's cheap, it's convenient, and then nobody's gonna ever tell themselves, oh man, well I'm still full off that double cheeseburger 8 hours later. Y'all going to want something later. Now that's gonna work in our favor, because y'all tend to undereat.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's all good, Makiba. You still my fave. All right. Ciara, how you doing?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay, great. I'm on the bus with a bunch of kids. So, yeah.
Okay. I won't take up too much of your time. What you got going on?
Nothing. I kind of crashed out today. I know I'm gonna pick back up. I had a day trip to New York with my daughter's school. Um, and so they fed them, but we went and saw a show. And then They fed them Margaritaville, and it was like a buffet style thing. And of course, the buffet was like carbs on carbs on carbs, like cheeseburgers, hamburgers, macaroni and cheese, potato tots, chicken tenders. Yeah, that was it. Oh, and Caesar salad. So, well, why you make that face?
First off, did you say this is a school trip
Yes.
and they took these kids to Margaritaville?
Yeah, we went. The Margaritaville was like rented out for the school. It was grades pre-K through third grade. So we have 5 buses, 5 coach buses that went. So that's I don't know why, but that's where they chose.
Just so we're on the same
That's
page,
one.
right? Not to cut you off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're talking about Margaritaville?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. That's a little bit different. Okay. What school system
Yeah.
you're in? So I don't make sure I never send my kids there.
Oh, PG County.
Yeah, that gotta be PG County. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Excuse the ghetto-ness. It's all
Yeah.
good. Margaritaville and they 12 years old is crazy. But all right, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely I didn't eat the best.
Okay.
The only thing I did right, I had my little juice in my purse, so I didn't drink any sugar or calories. I had my little 5 calorie drink packet. I did eat a cheeseburger and I took the top bun off of it.
That's good.
It was kind of thick. But I just put some raw red onions on it, and they had shredded lettuce. Put that on there, and a dab of ketchup. So I ate that, and then I did taste a few tater tots and taste them cookies. So in my mind, I do feel like I crashed out. Honestly, if I'm being honest, my stomach is hurting already. Like I feel a little gassy, and I know it's because I haven't been eating like that in the last like 3 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's just kind of I know. I think I texted you this morning, and I was like, I'm on the way to New York for the day, and I'm kind of a little nervous.
Right.
I was hoping I wasn't going to cave in with anything, but it's like the options were pretty limited. With all these kids today, I mean, I did good. I didn't sneak off and get a drink like I wanted to, because that's the ready going with all these kids. But
Right.
so I just told myself like I gotta do better than mine. I honestly just think I'm just gonna do a 24 from the time that I ate because my stomach hurt.
So here's the thing, Sarah. Based off all the food choices that you did today, do you really feel like you have to do a fast based off your food choices, or you just want to do
Oh,
a fast?
wait. I forgot something. We stopped on the way up to the Delaware house, and I got some munchie cans.
Okay.
Some pretzels. Some cinnamon
Now it
pretzels.
makes sense.
Yeah. I forgot
Okay.
that. Yeah.
But you taking off the top part of the bun and having a few tater tots doesn't require you to do a fast. But if you had Auntie Anne's, which is the main reason why you're probably looking at them tater tots twice, because now you stimulated your cravings. Now you had the tater tots, and then you say, oh man, you know what? I was supposed to have no bun at all if I'm going to have any tater tots. But now I'm going to have half the bun. Then it's safe to say, what I'll tell you to do tomorrow, either shorten your window. Instead of you doing a full 12 to 6 hour window, if you really don't feel like doing a 24-hour fast, which once again, I don't recommend for y'all to keep just falling in love with doing that. Just tell yourself tomorrow I'm going to do a 12 to 4 window and don't eat after that. That's going to get you back on track. Nothing man-made tomorrow.
I can do that.
Okay? Alright. So there's always a better way to get to the same outcome, ladies. You just gotta be intentional and aware. But Sierra, you didn't really do that bad yesterday. Or today. Because once again, would I rather have tater tots or a margarita?
You kind of froze. I pulled a piece of that. I probably myself, but I just don't know what she said.
You said tater tots or a margarita. Which one?
Oh, you were asking me which
Yeah.
one? Mm,
Which one I rather you have?
I don't know. Oh, you would rather me do probably the tater tots because the margarita is gonna be drinking like all that sugar and stuff.
Exactly. Okay? So no matter how you slice it, ladies, I would rather y'all go to the Mexican restaurant and have 5 tacos with the bun than you decide to ever have the margarita. Okay? So even like little things like that, she stopped and got some Auntie Anne's. Believe it or not, every single time I go to Delaware, I do the exact same thing.
Way better
Okay,
from your sleep.
so
Hold on.
I love Auntie Anne's. That's like my favorite little vice, especially if I'm in the mall. But now I do know that the Auntie Anne's, just so you have an idea, here's a cheat sheet right here. I usually get the almond pretzel, but if you look right here, that's going to be about 65 grams of carbs easily. Just so you have an idea. So I love pretzel buns. I love little things like that when it comes to bread. But I already know the days I'm having it, I'm living my best life. I might as well get a margarita now, because scale's not going to drop. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Okay, but overall, you still didn't do bad. This is your first outing and your first field trip. I know the kids are getting on your nerves, especially because they're PG County kids. Just be mindful. I'm surprised you didn't end up with a drink.
Listen, I'm being good. I'm a good volunteer. Take it to the first.
Yeah, it's all good. So enjoy the rest of your day, okay? It's all fine.
Okay, thanks.
All right. I got two more people, and then after that, I'm just allow y'all to ask questions. Celeste, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How's everything going?
Everything's good. Dropping still.
Okay. That's
It
all
was funny. I even got my cycle today, and I'm still dropping. So I was like, "Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one."
Yeah. So once again, like you're very consistent now, Celeste. So as long as you're staying consistent and your hormones are balanced, you can still expect the scale to drop, just not a pound. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm checking on you because you know what we got going on. So good job. Okay.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right. Last but not least, Stephanie, Miss Wolf, how you doing? Okay, I don't know if she can hear me. Stephanie, you still here? Okay, all right. So outside of that, I just want to go over like the what to do when you're sick protocol, and what to do if you're dealing with any type of surgeries and you got to eat soft foods or things like that. So hopefully that helps. And once again, I'm recording this call so y'all can review this and send it to family members later down the road if they ever need it. And what I want to do is, if anybody have any questions, go ahead and just raise your hand or just start talking. And after I answer all y'all questions, if anybody have any questions, then I'm gonna let y'all go. And we're still gonna have a group call tomorrow, same time. Okay, so if you didn't make this one, you can just join the one this for tomorrow. So before I let y'all go, do anybody have any questions? Come on, what's your question?
What's going on with that contest?
The which one? There's two going on right now. The steps.
I ain't know that, but yeah, the steps. That's the one I know. Do I have to send in my steps again?
Yeah.
Just
So
for
good
that
question. So if you're somebody who, cause like here's the thing, Kamai, are you actually that app that we're using? It's not tracking your steps right now.
It is.
Okay, so it is tracking your steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It just don't go. It just don't go to. No, wait, no. That app is not tracking my steps. I have a different app that goes to this watch that tracks my steps. I have to send it to you, like I had to do before.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is the top 3 people that win from this app. I'm gonna have them verify their numbers. But then if you are somebody who wants to like contest and be like, hey, I really feel like I probably got more than any of these people, then at the end I'm gonna just tally everything up. So
Okay, I mean I can just send in my steps from last week.
Yeah. So just keep sending me. You sent me your steps like 2 weeks ago. So just send me the ones from last week so I can kind of update you. But I think you were in the top 5 last week, if I wasn't mistaken.
Hey, okay.
Just letting you know. All right, but I am also letting you know, Patricia, who's in this call right now, she be cheating, so she always wins the step challenges. So I don't know what the hell she got going on, but look, she's walking right now.
No, but I'm walking right now.
I told you, she be cheating. She be cheating.
I was sick last week, just like I think Katisha dying. I still got out at night and in the morning to get my steps. So
yeah. So Patricia, by the way, y'all, she's one of my my lifetime clients. So if you're a lifetime client, if y'all actually were successful in this program, I allow y'all to still participate in the contests and little things like that.
Oh,
So
cool.
some of y'all can look forward to that.
For sure.
What are you about to say, Patricia?
Okay.
Okay, I thought that was Kamaya's baby. Okay. All right, but
No,
yeah.
that is my baby.
Okay. Yeah.
Crying back here.
So outside of that, y'all, thank y'all for making this call. I hope majority of y'all enjoyed that Cinco de Mayo. If y'all still have any questions, just go ahead and shoot me a text. You already know how we do. All right. But other than that, have a great rest of y'all day.
Thank you.